Hey, how's it going, guys? Yes, we are back with another video from the GoPro. I haven't recorded a video in a long time, and I haven't really used this much. But I kind of wanted to come on here, talk a little bit about what's been happening. Obviously, the corona is still going on in the UK, and it's still pretty bad over here. But I kind of wanted to come out and say, check this out. So this is my legacy collection of Power Ranger stuff. I also have Zeo, um, Zeo Megazord. I finally got this one. I do have the Green and White Ranger one for the Morpher. I also got this Gigawatt Transformers, 35-year anniversary of Back to the Future. I also got this, the White Ranger helmet, and also the Dragon Dagger, and also the Falcon Zord in the back, original from the 90s movie. And I just got a lot of stuff around here. GameCubes. I need to get some more GameCubes actually. And here's all my old stuff that you guys may have seen in another video. But I wanted to come in and just say I also got these. I don't know if I've showed you guys. These are all from Japan. Great little figures. So these figures, the Star Wars stuff, is all from Japan. I got it really cheap. And then these as well. Getting all of these from Japan as well. So yeah, cool. I've been ordering stuff from Japan over last year. It's obviously New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. I bought so much shit. Like look at all the stuff I've got there. It's all the stuff. It's all the recent stuff I bought was the like the Green Ranger at the top left. Let me get up. Top left. That's a recent purchase. I paid a lot of money for that. That's a recent purchase. It was cheap. That's why I bought it. That was a recent purchase from, I think, and it's also signed by the guy who played Rocky, or the Blue Ranger and the Red Ranger, and then he got Dua Lipa signed. I need to get that framed. Yeah, so some of it is recent, some of it I've had for a while, but yeah, it's been obviously crazy. What kind of stuff? Obviously COVID still happening, like I said previously. But yeah, like it's been crazy. I ended up having like the worst Christmas ever, or Christmas and New Year's, due to ending up having coronavirus. So I ended up having coronavirus on the 18th. I was tested, and then 4 days later I got the test back, saying that you're positive for coronavirus, which was kind of crazy. Like, I didn't really think I had it until the day after. So the 18th was a Thursday. On the 19th I was like, oh, I probably got it. And the only place I had been was literally Costco. That's the only place I can think that I may have caught it from, or I may have caught it from someone in my family. I'm not too sure, but that's what happened. And yeah, I've been living with COVID. I was living with COVID for about 2 weeks. But within, I think, 5 days, I was back doing sort of like what I was doing before. Obviously, we had the lockdown, so no gym. I was back cycling in my shed on my turbo trainer, so doing about 50 minutes on that, getting in a good session, a good sweat. So that sort of helped as well. But yeah, it's been crazy. Obviously, in the UK, it's been shit because it's constant lockdowns. The government don't know what they're doing. Everyone's confused. It's just like, what the hell's going on? Like, just make up your guys' mind and sort out this issue with COVID. Either lock the country down and not come out of lockdown for like 2 months, or open the country up and not be a bitch. Because the government, as it was towards the end of the year, was becoming a fucking joke. Obviously, when we did come out of lockdown in December, I was like, yo, gym's open. I did go gym a few times, and then obviously got sick, so I had to stop. But yeah, like it's obviously been crazy, and I've sort of come to terms with everything. And I'm just doing my cycling, doing a little bit of exercise after that, and still got my job, so I'm still working, which is good. But yeah, like I've also set this up in my room as well. That's this. You won't be able to see it because of the light, but if I can get closer, it's the. Obviously, you guys may have seen this before. Spider-Man. Got my Smallville. It's fake. It's not real. I just bought it online, and then obviously one of me and Jason David Frank from 2019, and I also got this, which is Happiness Begins by the Jonas Brothers, signed, and then I got the Joker up there, and also the Avengers one that I bought. So I bought like three fake ones. I got the Crow as well. But yeah, like I am thinking about starting my own podcast, which I think is a good idea, just to get talking and just to start doing stuff online and to sort of do something different, rather than doing videos. I think I can do more through a podcast than I can do through a video, because it's a lot less work involved in doing a podcast. You export the audio and you edit whatever you need to edit, and then you upload it online. So yeah, and also, by the way, all those legacy collection stuff I'm keeping in the box. I'm not opening them, and the only thing I'm probably going to open is the helmet, which eventually I'll get signed by Jason David Frank when he comes to the UK. But I hope they bring out a Green Ranger helmet, because that's actually what I want. I've also got I got so much stuff. I've got loads of trainers as well, which are brand new in the box. I've like worn one of them quite often, but I had to end up buying a new pair of trainers. So I'm normally a Nike guy. I got loads of Nike trainers. If you would see, it's a bit messy, so sorry about that. But so I got Vans, which I never wear. I got some Shocks, which I haven't worn in a long time. Actually, I wore them last week. Actually, I got my 97s. These were my first pair, and sort of just got me into collecting stuff. Got my Huaraches, got some Vapor Maxes, and got some Air Force Ones, which I don't wear down here. So the Vapor Maxes always injure me, so I stopped wearing them. The Huaraches are probably my favorite for comfortability wise. But I bought these. I'll show you what I bought. So these are just for walking and stuff like that. Walking and gym, that's what that's for. So that's what I'm going to be using for when I go back to the gym and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be cool. Obviously, let me talk a little bit about having COVID. So everyone is different. When people say they had minor symptoms and stuff like that, the symptoms that I had with COVID was a headache, and then it progressed to a temperature, which is like a fever, and then it progressed on to having a sore throat and a cough, and that was literally my life for 3 days. Was having that, and it was sort of annoying. I was just like, I can't be dealing with this now. I want to get back and start doing start cycling again. I want to get back in the gym. I want to start doing exercise, because I stopped exercising and I stopped cycling for about 5 days, I'd say. And then so I got the test on Thursday, and that Thursday I did go to the gym. So I worked out that day. Friday I didn't do anything. I'd literally sat on the sofa, watched Netflix throughout the whole day. And then Saturday and Sunday I was again, I didn't do anything. I just kind of slouched around, walked around the house, did whatever I normally would do without doing any exercise. Monday, again, I think I did the same thing as the weekend. And then I think Tuesday is when I got back on the bike. And obviously, and last week actually, so last week I actually ended up doing a 13 mile walk into London, further close to the city, and then we came back around, and then I ended up my legs were just, I had no strength in my legs. So the day after that walk, I woke up and I was like, shit, I can't even walk properly. I'm limping down the stairs. It took 2 days for me to sort of get movement back in my legs, and then after that I was like, I gotta get back on the bike, so I started cycling again. And to be honest, I do enjoy cycling on the turbo trainer. The only reason why I haven't sort of gone back out on the road, so one thing that I had was mainly a fear, which sort of got ingrained in my head after I got injured cycling back in November, I think November or October. I think it was November, beginning of November. I cycled into the city in the morning and cycled back in the evening. So cycling in the morning, I cycled into work, and then I ended up. I think I mentioned it in another video. I ended up falling twice when I was going to my work, and when I came back, I got so tired that I just ended up just using whatever energy I had and whatever sort of muscle power that I had to just get home, and that ended up throwing out my back. So my lower left of my back was pretty shot. I ended up buying like a massager to try and massage it back into place, and now basically, and then that same week I went for a cycle on the weekend. Ended up hitting hills, and I couldn't climb these hills. I was like, what the hell's going on? I've done this cycle so many times and I haven't had an issue, and this was the first time, because I felt it going up the hill. I was like, I'm going up this hill and I feel it in my back. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. And then obviously having the clipless pedals and the shoes and all that, I ended up falling on one of the hills going up, and thankfully there was no cars around, because if there was I would have got hit or run over, because I was cycling on the road, and then I ended up walking up this hill. Any hill I went that day, I had to walk up the hill. And literally what I've been doing now when it comes to training on the bike, I have been literally cycling in the highest gear possible on my bike. So my bike goes up to 9 gears on the back and obviously 2 in the front. So I'm on the highest gear possible, and I'll cycle in that highest gear for about 40 minutes. Then I drop down to like a low gear, so on the front it'll be 2, and on the back I'll be at like 3. That's my sort of like low gear, easy sort of ride on the turbo trainer. I'll do that for like another like 2-3 minutes, and then I'll jump back onto the high gear and then start pedaling for the last 5 minutes. So I normally do a 50-minute ride. So that's a cool thing that I do. I think that's one of the good things that I do. While I am cycling, I'm listening to podcasts. I bring in a speaker with me up to the shed, so I have something to sort of pass time. But yeah, I do miss cycling on the road, and I've been thinking that I want to go back, but I want to go back and do that route that I fell on the hill, which was a Hampstead route, which I am scared to do, because I'm scared to fall down again, especially like around cars and stuff like that. I think maybe this time of the, like, because it's a lockdown, not many people are out, I guess it might be better to go out now. I'm not too sure, but like when I cycled into the city that week, it was packed with traffic, and it was kind of my fault, because I left super late, because I went to the gym in the morning, did like a weight workout. I didn't do like a normal run that I normally do, and then I ended up coming home, and then literally packing my bag and everything, and then literally cycling to work. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I just did it. I was like, yo, I need to get to work, so I just cycled, and it started raining. I fell twice, and it was just like it's kind of like a nightmare, you know. So yeah, and obviously having COVID, I wasn't too bad, and obviously it affects people differently. It can affect you mentally, it can affect you physically. I'm thankful that none of that did happen. But yeah, like it did ruin the Christmas, because obviously Christmas no one was around. Family had to go and get food and stuff for us. We couldn't actually go and physically do shopping. But yeah, I've been out shopping and stuff like that, been getting food and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's been obviously crazy. 2020's done, now in 2021, and we're still in the same shit that we were in 2020. But I think potentially later on this year, I think it'll be a bit better. I'm not too sure, but hey, there's nothing really else to talk about. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys hopefully tune into my podcast eventually when I do post it out on Spotify. I might actually record it today because I have literally nothing to do and I kind of want to talk a bit more. But yeah, we'll figure it out, and I'll see you guys real soon. Peace.